Hello everyone, we are back with Ciconia no Nakukoyo ni, translated meaning when the Ciconia cry, better known as Ciconia, when they cry. Wait, is Ciconia the plural version of Ciconia, or is it Ciconias? That's a good question. And is it like one Ciconia crying? Or, well, it says they. I mean, I guess that could be a gender neutral term for Ciconia, but I don't know. Anyway, last time we had it's a rap bathhouse after party, the bafter party as I called it in the title, and Miyao talked to Miyao and called themselves a murder robot. Was that the term? Something murder machine, something that gave off that general vibe. We also got like character profiles, which is nice. All this text comes from the website, except for the Carol Poyo one. This is unique. Because of Carol Poyo, most A3W children believe that frogs have belly buttons. Does that mean there's non-A3W children, or does that just mean because of the era? But does Miyao have? Yeah, so they all have special abilities. Is this gonna be relevant? Super Genius Jaden. That's his ultimate attack. I am not gonna read all these out loud. It's too much. So yeah, Kashka and Sujata. No, not Sujata. It was Lingji were said to be killed by Miyao in the future. I wonder, is that going to happen in phase 1 here? Or will that happen in a different phase? Or none of the phase? I can't see that happening. It's going to happen in at least one of the phases. I mean, I imagine it's going to be phase 1. But it would be a cool callback if they did it in like phase 2 or 3. Or 4 for that matter. And I did look up how to pronounce 2 of the names that I remember. Like, I looked up how to say hers. Shana? I don't know, but so hers is pronounced Lilia, or somewhere, something close to that, and she's Irthable, or something close to that, according to YouTube. So those could be way off. Hope not. Is that an L? Poland, stop being difficult. Is Polish a language? I think it is. Anyway, let's get to it. It's been a couple days and I've been wanting to read. Okay, let's start from our designated positions one more time. Let's focus more on our coordination this time. Like a super genius like me, the others are going to need some repeated practice. So is it the 6 of them from AOU? Yeah, training here, or I've been covering for your little super genius screw ups this whole time. Miyao, please stop saying Miyao. Yeah. What does that mean? You can't treat Gary more like we're drones, Jaden. Sheesh. I guess you can't keep up with these superb movement abilities. These superb movement ability Miyao and I have. There's no point saving a second of your time if your coordination suffers. I know you're a super genius, so pay a little more attention to what's behind you. Even a super genius can't do anything without support from his comrades. Anyway, I see so much inefficiency in your trajectory data. You keep putting unnecessary strain on your internal AMS. You got yelled at. You're definitely a super genius, Jaden. You're so much of one that you can't coordinate with normal people like us. Uh-oh. Miyao's totally entered lecture mode, Miyao. Please stop saying Miyao. You deserve to die if you keep saying it. It only lectures us to keep sending over specific data so you can't fight back. Miyao, Second Lieutenant Miyao, Master Miyao, I'm so sorry. So please hit stupid slow Chloe with more and more relevant data. That's a new face. Looks like Chloe's reliving her past trauma. Miyao, please stop. Get out saying it too now! But yeah, if you don't put your lectures on hold in your Zoom training, the instructor... You brats! What are you slacking out for? This always happens when I turn my back for a second. You're the one who sucked off and took a break, instructor. Did you say something, Kashka? I don't think he heard you, so I'll text it to him. Meow meow. You fool! Chloe! Is he gonna hit her through VR? Why am I? Ow, instructor! Your time hasn't improved at all. She's here now? You ended up looking that pathetic at the festival because you aren't taking this seriously. So the festival's like long over. Okay. Nothing is bad enough to be called pathetic. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, this is just my guess. They're just having fun in VR in the middle of class or whatever. Because when Okanogi showed up on screen, we got like the little... These runes? I think they are. Yeah, we got like the computer mode. So I thought he was talking to them through the computer, but I think it's the opposite. That guy, part of my friends, probably been saying things like, they'll definitely win first place. They've got me training them with higher-ups, raising the bar for no reason. I agree. I'm not sure I like having a record like that dismissed so easily. Dummy, dummy. Stupid, stupid Okanogi. Meow, meow, meow. You shouldn't say things like that. Stupid Chloe, just self-destructed. What's that, Chloe? You got something you'd like to say to me? It's nothing. I'm so sorry, instructor. Even though in a world where you can talk to people with your brain, you sometimes self-destruct. Accidents, like speaking out loud when you're trying to badmouth someone mentally right in front of their face, are an everyday occurrence in this world. That being said, some kids can do the high-level technique of saying what they really think, then pretending it was an accident. War Cat Grave Mole, to your positions! Gun held raises the AI level by 3. Roger that. Level up to 3! Roger that, Poyo! Oh no, look, he said raise it by 3, not set it to 3. Listen up! In the end, it isn't about logic. It's about beating it directly into your bodies. Empty your minds and repeat it again and again. Chloe, begin the countdown! Enemy AI has been adjusted. Chloe, go ahead. Then I'll begin the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Greater than, less than. Battle simulator, let's go, Poyo! Yao's data pack lecture mode was definitely harsh, but it's much better than those old instructors' baseless theories on the supremacy of fighting spirit. Kids of the Cellcom era thought of everything as data and numbers, but old world thinking was full of abstract, emotional, spiritual, and guts-based arguments. Sheesh. Miao's accurate. Data's form lectures are better than this. Then again, it's like the difference between being pushed out a 10-story window or an 11-story window. Hey, super genius. Concentrate. I'm watching your data so I can tell. Get ready for a big review meeting after this. And don't run away. Seriously? Even the super genius Jaden, who didn't know how to be discouraged, was apparently hit hard by Miyao's lectures. And so once again, the young Gauntlet Knights trained in all sorts of ways until they were all worn out. Is this the real world or the fake world? Sheesh. My instructor's weird fighting spirit logic really makes me mad now. Okay, it's VR. I'm assuming because I assume they all went back to their respective countries, wherever they live. People without talent are always quick to start talking about fighting spirit. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk about our princess behind your back. So you have no complaints when everything's explained to you logically, Jaden? You could still go too far, yeah? Ever since the It's a Yap public bath party, this virtual room had become a meeting place for Gauntlet Knights regardless of nationality. Whenever the young hit it off, it usually doesn't take long for them to become friends. And getting to hear or tell stories to people from different environments is a very precious thing for their young hearts. The vast majority of parallel processes through women, so So the Gauntlet Boys were a minority. Today it became a rare all-boy gathering. Suppose all factions are the same. Middle-aged men who act all important are always scum. Are COU instructors scum too? I figured they'd be wise compared to our instructor. Is this all the guys? Except Miyao, presumably? Omotake, yeah. Madagascar guy. Oh, we're missing, Abdul. So they could bring him in? Like, he could be here and he just hasn't talked. Figured they'd be wise compared to our instructor. Woohoo! If they had a scummy instructor battle standard festival, our COU team would take golds in every event. At least they're a bit better than our ABN instructors, that you're allowed to openly criticize them. I imagine that if you badmouth your instructors in the ABN, you'll get arrested on the spot, yes? So, his alliance is the Abrahamic Brothers Nations, also known as the Europe/Middle East Alliance. Does it say what happened to the UK here? Also, where's Australia? And New Zealand? I mean, yeah, New Zealand's not important enough to get a character, but... Did Australia get glass seed too? So they're extremely respectful of religious practice, traditions, and precepts. They pity other factions and work to expand their influence and evangelize. Because of the level of the religious police authority, other factions think of it as a police state without freedom of speech. Okay. I think these are important enough to read. The COU, Central Ocean Union. Faction formed around an alliance from China and India. Two new superpowers. Wait, this is America and Russia. Okay. And a bunch of other countries thrown in. Does it say what countries in particular? No, it doesn't. But they chose to manage childbirth through factories. By rapidly recovering the size of their populations and selecting for genes, they also managed to eliminate various hereditary diseases. Oh hey, we're still America! They tend to be known for extremely conscious of human rights and tend to intervene when they see human rights issues in other countries, claiming to be vanguards of worldwide justice. Well, one is relevant to us, at least. This is, yeah, the African one. The Africa Commonwealth Realm. Is it just Africa, or, like, seems like it? I mean, it's a big continent. The Latin American Treaty Organization. They refer to themselves as the World Police, as America once did in the B3W era. It's the one most chosen region for places I want to be reborn in. Lado citizens are wealthy and have no worries. Huh. So this is basically the equivalent of they have lots of oil. Okay. Then each of the teams has their own thing too, but... Well, we read these if they're relevant, basically. In a country where you can't insult anyone to their face, you form a culture capable of insulting people without it sounding like you're insulting them. Sounds nice. So for example, what would you say to an irritating superior officer who never shows any appreciation for their subordinate's work? Is there a way to say... Oh, yeah, he is here. So that's everyone. All the guys, at least. Minus Miyao. Assuming he is a guy. Is there a way to say the opposite of what we mean? Something like, I'm truly grateful for the heartfelt support you always show me, instructor. Nice, I'll take it. A friend is our toyo. So, is that... Is his name, like, from the... I don't know what it's from. Like, it comes in the biblical character Isaac, but is that what that's, like, stemmed from? Or... Maybe? It could be, like, Ishak, or, like, Isaac. Can I just say Isaac? I don't know. Abdul. So you're lounging around here. About here. Get back to our training. When it comes to training, fighting spirit and guts are vital. Be honored by the opportunity to sweat for my sake. Your Grace, thank you for your ever-present heartfelt support. For which we are ever so grateful, Princess Irthable. I hope that's how you say it? Huh? Right. Very well then. Talking about good timing, it's almost like that was scripted. And it's a visual novel. It's not real life. Oh, exposition. In any era, getting to complain together and feel a sense of camaraderie is the best part of talking with close friends. Furthermore, they are used to background operation, so they would chat like this at any time, without having to worry about time zones or even when the other person was doing it at the moment. What about sleeping? There's a wonderful era that they were in. In this era, high-quality sleep substitute drugs have been developed, so sleep was no longer necessary. Humanity had effectively doubled the density and time in a human life. But of course, it wasn't a perfect dreamlike drug. It only freed you from the need to sleep, so if you wanted to maintain your concentration, you needed to rely on things like that ancient drug, caffeine. Ho! If you tried to study for a test all night, you might not get sleepy, but you'd get bored and start hating it halfway through. For most people who didn't have anything they needed to do so badly that it was worth abandoning sleep, it wasn't really that valuable. After all, it can get pretty boring if you have no work or any desire to do anything until dawn. You're incapable of feeling sleepy, even if you lay down. So this drug was only used regularly by the young, who could never find enough time to study and play. Thanks to that, the young lost the concept of time zones. They are always awake, so they could communicate with anyone regardless of day and night, even if that person was on the other side of the planet. The fact they were capable of communication this age was a powerful weapon in the young one's arsenal. Though some places did close down in the middle of the night, the shopping district was always open, even at this hour. Dreading could be seen in the nighttime shopping district, during a time range when only young people who loved that anti-sleeping drug were up and about. Dang it. For Jaden, all that complaining and laughing with friends in the public bathroom made for a good change of pace. At least the part about complaining about instructors said, Miyao, you're at least a little easy on me. His lectures are like a tornado of good points. Can't contradict him, so I wish. Dang it. You couldn't call Miyao a guy or a guy. Pardon my French, ×2. All his points were right on the mark. When Jaden actually followed those suggestions, he noticed the difference clearly. All he could do then was lick the wounds that had been inflicted on Super Genius Jaden's pride. Aren't we war buddies from the same cat? Even if you're right, couldn't you say it a bit more nicely? True to what Jaden had always claimed, he was enough of a genius ace to earn the super qualification. Ever since he was young, he had never been inferior to anyone around him in any way. However, that was when he had been surrounded by what he called normal people. When surrounded by the best gauntlet aces, the ultimate collection of talent, he couldn't always be on the top. Of that group, only Mitake and Miyao felt like a rival he might not be able to match. Even though, until recently, Jaden had always focused on his own victory, achieving success again and again. It's because he's always looking at his opponent. While doing his best to achieve victory, Miyao would simultaneously search to find out how he could counter his opponent's best. And he would accurately notice when those opponents did well or badly, even when said opponents didn't notice themselves. Right. To getting criticized again and again and again, there's no compliment at the end of the day. That's why I'm so down. Miyao's lecture mode today was a rush of valid points of data, as usual. And after I get beaten down, he's supposed to finish it with a compliment, so I can look forward to hearing him make suggestions. And today, the instructor brought it in. Miyao's lecture mode got cut off! You're pathetic, Super Genius Jaden. Since when has my mood jumped all over the place because of every word that skinny pipsqueak says? Wait a sec. We're obsessing over this way too much. How the heck did I get here? I checked with my mental display and saw that I had traveled several stations down. You could tell by the clock tower, that's the Big Ben, that he's in London now. The UK still exists. I didn't come to this place often. Still, if I wanted to totally reset my mood, coming to a part of the city I wasn't used to may have been just what I needed. I looked around. Information from countless shops flooded my brain. Of course, getting hit with a flood of information just leads to confusion, so I used one of my favorite information filters and simplified the data in my vision. When I did, a nearby game center is marked as recommended. Poyo! Found a recommended spot according to your tastes. It's the game salon Armageddon! Poyo! Rating 4 stars, safety 4 star, cleanliness 3 star. It was my first time going to this place, but it didn't look bad. And according to its description, one of its popular games had just received an update. Fake Grand Order Arcade? Nice! It's been a while since I filled the high score list with my name. For those that don't know, Grand Order has like this fully fledged out like 3D fighter, but it's only available in arcades in Japan. So you know, it looks cool. I'll never play it, but it looks cool. This era, even game centers are decorated like fancy Victorian style saloons on the inside. However, the lines of beautifully adorned sofas had a lot of wiring, like a military simulator. In an era with mental displays, anyone could play games even during class without anyone else knowing. However, the locations called game centers were a bit different. In addition to the mental display, they also projected the game screen on a spatial display. Why? Isn't it obvious? To show off your skill to people you've never seen before. Of course, even in this era, game live streams on the internet were alive and well. You can either— whoa! Do you think there's somebody like doing a blind playthrough of Ciconia no Naku Koyoni on YouTube under the username HorseyEatYou? That guy sounds good, you should sub to him. You can interact with them in many ways, including voice and text. However, some demanding young people felt that there's no replacement for the sensation of seeing live reactions. Because of these people, relics from the old world like game centers still existed, and boldly so, despite how far civilization had advanced. Good live gameplay requires a crowd of young people to watch. They get to have a great time, cheering and or showing their disappointment in an exaggerated manner. That takes me back. I remember when I'd go into game centers where all the neighborhood brats hung out. You bought a drink as a substitute for the entry fee, and sat down in a random empty seat. What, like, do you just have to, like, buy something to get in? Or was it just like, yeah, I don't want to pay. I'll just buy a drink instead. I don't know. Gloomy people vaguely lacking in self-confidence might sit in the corner, even though they wanted to be seen. However, Super Genius Drayden wasn't like that. He'd sit openly in the throne right in the middle, left open because of that special Japanese brand of embarrassment that they call humility. His Cellcom immediately informed him that it had successfully connected to his seat. Then the display told him that he could benefit from a promotional campaign if he entered his Kizuna ID. Actually, he had his Kizuna set to off. If he hadn't, then a friend would have heartlessly messaged him, regardless of whether he was feeling neurotic or depressed. At that moment, he wanted some time to himself, so he didn't actually activate Kizuna and chose not to participate in the promo. But you get an extra sync quartz for clearing every mission. Oh, if I get an ultra high score and expose my ID, I'll get so many friend requests from people I don't know, it'll be a pain. In any area, if you carelessly expose your personal information, you'll get a rush of weird direct mail and cell skulls. Okay, let's do this! Hilarious, right? A Gauntlet Knight got depressed by his training, so to shake it off, he started playing a game about Gauntlet Knights. Gauntlet Knights who could fly on a sister to dominate a battlefield on their own, were what kids around the world wanted to become. So, there were many games that simulated being a Gauntlet Knight. This was also a useful way in all countries to find people with high aptitudes. For that reason, games like this were placed into game centers all over the world. I imagine people would recognize him, right? Like, the festival was just, let's say, a week ago. That's just a random guess. I mean, like, I assume, like, most of the country was watching, right? I don't know. Who cares? Maybe that'll be relevant. I love flying solo. No need to keep perfect peace with a noisy partner. Do you think everyone will be like, Super Genius Training, give me your autograph? This game was a much lower quality than the military simulator, but it was more than good enough to work as a game. Furthermore, all of his experiences from normal training would come back to him. The realism could be supplemented by his brain and become pretty intense. This is his first time playing at this game center, so to run through the tutorial first and get a feel for this particular location. Now to select a difficulty level. Easy, normal, hard. No, extreme. Yeah, right. I boldly flicked my mental tablet. The word hard instantly shot off the top of the screen, which scrolled down to the no hand holding settings like ultra hard and nightmare. The one I chose was the last one. Real Gauntlet Night. Let's go. I'll show them I'm a super genius. Young people. No way, is he doing it on Unreal? Is he crazy? He's got all his controls set to manual. He's Unreal. What's he gonna do about the Stage 7 boss's missile barrage? The Stage 7 boss is modeled off the Atlantis, the ACR combined military super fortress class segmented warship. Do we need all these adjectives? It was made up of 7 connected super fortress class warships, meaning it was more than just a ship. It was a fortress on the sea. A barrage of countless missiles was being launched from there, drawing a beautiful geometric shape that dazzled any who saw it. Here I go! Ah! Whoa, awesome! Look at him move! Crap! I felt just watching this. Is this guy a god? He magnificently dodged the countless guided missiles chasing after him, shooting them down with perfect accuracy. Just like a missile matador? Matador? Oh, those are the people who were like, hey, bull, I have a red cape, ho! Right? The excitement in the story reached a crescendo. The noise made even passerby stop and look. When Jaden completed the game to the utmost excitement, he waved back at the cheering young people through the salon. Woo! This is a new song? Thank you! Thanks for your support! This really does feel good. Thank God I came to this game center. Now that uneasy feeling is gone. Third person now, Jaden sank deep into the sofa, enjoying the feeling and slowly sipped his drink. The excitement of the salon calmed down. Everyone went back to enjoying their own games or watching others. You're just our HorseyEatYou. You can take advantage of our point rally start dash campaign? I guess I was playing pretty well just now. They don't want to miss out because I'm an unregistered user. Okay, might as well register. I have to add a comment that I'm not taking friend requests. Set his Ciconia, which had been off to on. He immediately received several ad emails. A friend is a red pollo. Already? Who is it? It's Miyao to compliment him. Who is it? Ciconia always displayed a message like that when a friend's avatar came to visit over the internet, or if a friend came near you in real life. This wasn't an avatar visit. Does that mean one of his friends was nearby? The friend's hand was very close. Apparently I just didn't notice because I was set to off, but they seem to be inside this store. That's a bit cold, not saying hi even though they're in the same game center. Who is it? Where are they? I tried to check their friend sign through my mental tablet, but it suddenly disappeared. Now that it was gone, I had no way of knowing the person's name or where they were. Hey, that's creepy. In other words, a friend inside the store realized that Jaden was nearby and hurriedly set their Ciconia to off. That does tick me off a bit. I don't know who it is, but I think they need a good talking to. It's not something you do to your friends, right? Gotta give them a big lecture filled with valid points and lots of data, huh? I looked around the store. Okay, where are you hiding? There were more customers than usual at this time of day, partly due to the after effects of Jaden's super playing. This person probably knew who Jaden was, so if he set up camp in front of the store, they probably wouldn't come strolling out. He checked the store map from his Ciconia. There's one more guy out of the store, the back door near the bathroom. Look, it's the shadow of a person rushing through, and clearly that's someone who has to use the bathroom! Hey, wait! Hey, you're Miyao, right? Hey, wait! He recognized the person from behind. It was definitely Mitake Miyao, his partner from the War Cats. Though he could hear Jaden, he was hurrying away, trying to blend in with the shopping center crowd. Interestingly, he was leaving with a quick, shuffling walk. Jaden, feeling that it would be unfair to run after him, followed along with a similar shuffling walk. Okay. Wait, hey! Meow! Meow! Why are you shutting your Ciconia off and you're gonna go away? That's creepy, man! Is this something I did? Something during training just now? Did I do something so weird that it made you mad now? Miyao continued that shuffling walk without turning around. Jordan chased after him in the same way, calling out questions and complaints at Miyao's back. Anyone watching this, it's probably looked as though they were having a lover's quarrel. Hey, maybe a gentleman, but I've just about had it, okay? But are you implying it's not? As expected, there's no response. However, Miyao is Miyao. It couldn't possibly be anyone else. Oh yeah, I actually did get spoiled a little for the end of Phase 1. I didn't mean to. I saw a CG from the Jaden x Miyao HC. I'm sorry, everyone. I've been hiding that. I mean, 50-50 it happens, right? After all, considering how long Jaden had been following them, someone other than Miyao would have called the police by now. Just about had it. We had 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I've had enough. This time I'm the lecturer. I'll make Miyao say he's sorry. Or should it not be Miyao? Hey, wait. Miyao! Ah! Jaden raced forward, grabbed Miyao's thin arms, and forcefully spun him around. However, Miyao? Huh? What sound effect do I make there? Like, cramp. Did I really mistake him for someone else? That's not possible. You're Miyao, right? You are, aren't you? It was almost as though he was trying to convince himself, rather than interrogate this person. He did think it was me talking to Miyao. His eyes and his nose and his mouth. Many bits of information made it clear that this was Miyao himself. However, well, the atmosphere about him, or something Jaden couldn't really describe, was that of something that resembled Miyao, yet wasn't. Only then, Jaden realized that Miyao's whole demeanor? However you say that, was different than usual, and the color of his lips seemed more sensual, or something. The skinniness of his shoulder he was grasping was definitely Miyao's, and now that skinniness felt like something of the opposite sex. Foreshadowing! Could this be a girl who looked just like Miyao? Wait. You're Miyao, right? You are, aren't you? I'm not Miyao. Liar! Then turn your keys not on. No. Crap, this totally looks like a couple fighting. There's some people walking by hurt. Jaden took the guy who was definitely Miyao but claimed not to be. No, maybe this isn't even a guy. He took the kid into a nearby store and sat them down. By this point, a certain possibility had risen to Jaden's mind. I'm a super genius, so I don't really get it. But aren't lots of Gauntlet Knights candidates? Ah, now I've done it! Is this Yukishu doing this solely because he knew people like me would think Miyao was a girl? Is that what this is? Sorry. I planned on making this person apologize, but in the end, Jaden was the one who apologized. I'll have to edit that. Dang it. You're one of those, aren't you? Your body is Mitake Miyao, but you aren't, right? As though giving up, the person shut their eyes tight and gave a slight nod. Sorry, I didn't know. To become a parallel processor, you need to undergo special training from a young age. However, that didn't mean all babies had equal amounts of talent. No matter how much one trained, some people just couldn't become a parallel processors, while some developed surprising amounts of talent with very little effort. It was well known that people with natural talents like this often developed a certain type of split personality. Multiple personality disorder. I will refrain from commenting. It is commonly known for and occurs when neural trauma creates a data partition in the brain and gives birth to a new personality, one that hasn't been influenced by the trauma, in order to protect one's mind. This is an acquired trait. However, in extremely rare cases, multiple personalities can appear as a congenital trait? Like acquired multiple personality disorders, biggest identifying feature is that the personalities can be awake at the same time. Means that two consciousnesses can literally exist simultaneously in a single body. They can each think of and concentrate on different things. In fact, they can apparently even have verbal arguments with each other using the same mouth. So the obvious assumption here is that that's what happened last chapter with Miyao. But is that actually the case? Is the real issue here. Because either it's Miyao's, I don't know what to call it, personality, being like, yo, you're gonna kill people, or it's gonna be some outside influence talking to Miyao. We'll see, basically. I want more information. They truly are born parallel processes. As you might expect, the training they received at a young age was more effective for them than those with just a single personality, and this improved more the more personalities they had. Since Gauntlet Knights need to be capable of parallel thinking, humans born with multiple simultaneous thoughts in the same brain made for incredibly suitable candidates. So according to one theory, 30% of the famous Gauntlet Knights, 60% according to a different theory, had this special kind of congenital, multiple personality disorder. Furthermore, these people would feel hurt if you called it multiple personality disorders. They're called CPPs, congenital parallel processes. When I was in America, I had a friend who was a congenital. I was a brat who didn't really understand, so I kept saying, show me a different personality and do something crazy, treating him like some kind of show instead of thinking about how he must have felt. I regret it now. No matter how much talent you have, or what if this is just all Jaden assuming? Kind of like in Watanagashi, like it's not really a spoiler, but I'll refrain from saying, if you've read the visual novel, you know what scene I'm talking about. It's like, in the first third of it. No matter how much talent you have, it's never pleasant when people look at you strangely. That's one of my favorite scenes from Higurashi. I don't think it was... Wait. It was in the anime, but it missed out on all the monologue that made it great. Anyway, so even though Gauntlet Knights have become a shared dream for kids all over the world, almost no one comes out as a CPP. It was all thanks to what remained of stereotypes from the old era, where multiple personalities were treated like something out of the occult or horror genres. You know, I wasn't the one who started calling myself a super genius. I've been told that since I was very young at the Training Institute. This kid's a super genius with all that parallel processing power despite not being a CPP. Thinking back on it, maybe all of them were CPPs, not just the friend who came out about it. They treated that friend like some kind of bizarre animal. Imagining how everyone else must have felt made my chest hurt. Miyao... Wait, that's not right. I want to treat you as an individual human being. Would you mind telling me your name? Huh? Meow. Sounded like someone imitating a cat's cry. Alright, that's not it. I see Meow and Meow, huh? What a cute name. Meow? Are you a girl? Yeah. Sorry about earlier. I grabbed your shoulder hard. It's no way to shoot a girl, right? Forgive me. It's okay. Two personalities with different genders in the same body, huh? Sounds like something you'd find in Kare no Kyokai. It's some old Japanese manga. Wait. I shouldn't be thinking of jokes. No, seriously. I'm so sorry. Did Ranma 1/2 do that? Or is that just he changed body? I don't know. I'm assuming that's referencing a manga in particular. Don't apologize so much, okay? I shouldn't have run and I should have told you. Miyao, what should I do? I want to treat you the way you want to be treated. Huh? If you ask me to forget everything that happened today, I'll forget about you completely by tonight. If I ever realize I'm seeing you as Miyao, I'll pretend I don't know you. Anyway, the way Jaden panicked as he tried his best to be polite must have looked a little humorous. Oh, I wonder... Doesn't look like it? I'm imagining this might get updated. Maybe? Anyway. Miyao giggled and Jaden, not realizing why she was laughing, opened his eyes even wider. Thanks. You're nice, Jaden. No, I'm just, if you act so humble, it just makes this more uncomfortable. So really, don't worry about it. And anyway, I've been by your side all this time. You act so distant, actually makes me feel lonely. I see. After all, you still exist even when Miyao's there. So what about today's training? Hey, I'm a Gauntlet Knight too. I split the work with Big Brother, checking out surroundings and controlling our posture and stuff. I see. Is that how it was? So you've been my other partner all along. The word partner, Miyao smiled broadly for the first time. Miyao is probably the main personality, so Miyao's personality always had to be kept hidden away. It was hard for others to notice it. She must have been happy to be recognized as a separate personality. Big Brother, huh? So you're Miyao's little sister. My old friend said his personalities are friends with each other. It's brother and sister in our case. There's all sorts, depending on the person. So Miyao usually controls your body, and sometimes you put on makeup like a girl and go out at night to have fun, like this. Yeah. So she said, been having fun in a part of town far separated from the area Mitake Miyao lives in. So that no one who knew her would realize she's a CPP. Still, it's a bit unsafe for a pretty girl like you to play around in the city at night, don't you think? Sometimes, weird people do try to talk to me. Is the sprite actually different from Miyao's at all? Like, he's been saying that, but I don't see a difference. I'm gonna assume there's not? No kidding! You're all this cute walking around without a boyfriend? It'd be crazy if you didn't try to talk to her. Shayden said this, he gradually turned red. Just yesterday, I thought of this person as a cool partner of the same gender. Now I suddenly had to treat her like a girl, even though this was the same physical body. Except for a little makeup, this was totally Miyao. Ah, now I feel like I'm hot and sweaty! Yeah, the next time you come here to have fun, let me know. Huh? Super Genius Jaden will be your bodyguard and make sure no weirdos come after you. Oh, yeah. I think having a bodyguard would be nice. That body belongs to my two partners, Miyao and Miyao, so it's only natural that I protect it. Oh, I don't keep turning red. What I'm saying is perfectly normal, right? My partner's body is tiny, and it would suck if some weirdo came after him and hurt him when he was having fun at night, so I'm offering to stay by his side. There's nothing remotely strange about that. Oh, I get it. It's because of how Miyao's face looks. Does he look like that? I can't figure out what to do next. Enough with the weird sweat already. Thanks, Jaden. I'll definitely ask you to do that when the time comes. Sure, send me a Kizuna message whenever you like. Will they have ever been able to talk like this? Jaden had only ever known Miyao? The two of them chatted about things they never would have discussed if it had been Miyao. Before long, Jaden was gradually beginning to understand. I see. I get it. When Miyao was lecturing me, he would always praise me for doing something good at the very end. No matter how small it was, he'd always find something. That was you, wasn't it? How... Come to think of it, I always thought it was weird that Miyao always tore me down, then managed to encourage me at the end. But after talking with you, I'm sure, the person who'd always been watching me and praised me so that I could give it my all was you, Miyao. Even though Jaden had met her for the first time today, you could see how much unexpected joy those words gave her. Something twinkled a little near her tightly shut eyes. You're really cool, Jaden. Don't tell him that, they'll inflate his ego too much. I can't believe you noticed that I was there. Well, of course. Still Super Genius Jaden. Yeah, a Super Genius. And cool. I know that. I'm always watching from nearby, so I know. Isn't Miyao listening to this conversation? Next time I see him, he'll tell me not to be a creep around his sister and beat the crap out of me. Oh, that's okay. When I don't want to be hurt, I make sure the door in my heart is shut. Apparently, privacy between personalities is possible. And she can apparently take her current experiences and memories and either share them with Miyao, or keep them for herself. Thinking about it that way, this is pretty rough. A brother and sister living in the same body. Beyond that, I don't remember much of what we talked about. However, until the sky lit up, I think we kept on talking about random fun stuff. I don't remember it well. Guys were another matter, but just before dawn wasn't a very safe time for girls. That hour, they would sometimes get bugged by guys who had been having fun all night and who were weirdly excited. But she said she wanted to secretly go home on her own. Miyao was a girl, but the main personality of that body is Miyao. In other words, people thought of them as a guy. People knew that Mitake Miyao was walking around in makeup like a girl and caused Big Brother trouble. When that happened, he'd stop letting me go out to play. But shouldn't it be the other way around? Huh? You walk back home openly with me. If we do bump into someone we know, I'll say this isn't Miyao, it's a girlfriend of mine. I see. Who would fall for that? Look, you're wearing the Miyao uniform. Or whatever this is. Miyao's face had gone red as if someone had boiled it. Did I really say something that embarrassing? Apparently, Kuzino had interpreted girlfriend as girlfriend. In English, it only meant that he'd introduce her as a girl he was friends with, but... places that spoke Japanese, the phrase always meant a more long-term, one-on-one romantic relationship. It's okay. I know what you meant. Kuzino translates things weird sometimes, doesn't it? I'm curious about how the Japanese works, but don't worry about it. That's really a pain. Just take your Kishi at his word. I'll try to find a better Japanese translation patch. No matter how much technology advances. Communication really is made up of more than words and text. There's also your eyes, your expression, and the atmosphere, smells, your heart beating. All of it makes communication possible. Yeah. If we ever start living in an electronic world, it'll be pretty boring. Using our translation mistakes, getting embarrassed and trying to run away, chasing after people who do that. Every bit of that is a precious part of communication between humans. This ultimate communication tool had broken down all barriers, obviously including language. However, that definitely didn't mean it was better than facing someone and talking to them in person. That cliche, which old culture people always used to criticize things like Kuzuna, bounced through the minds of the two youths who were both acting embarrassed. In the end, the two of them did return to their lodgings together. Apparently, they didn't get a chance to bump into someone they knew and make use of their excuse that they were girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. Ciconia when they cry. I like that chapter. Just seeing Jaden and then Miyao on their own without, you know... Oh, when the Ciconia stop coming, a country has no future. King of Ridicule. Are Ciconia relevant? Are they going to be mentioned at all? Or are they just going to be name dropped at the very end, like, when the Ciconias cry again? We can leave the island. I don't know, but anyway, I like that the chapter focused on Jaden and Miyao. And Miyao, I guess, but... rather than, you know, focusing on 20 different characters. I'm hoping we get to see, like, more one-on-one time with, like, Gunhild and Chloe and Lilia and Kashka and, you know, everyone else too, but, you know, giving more time for just the main character. Well, I'm assuming Miyao and Jaden are, like, the main characters. Like, at the current time, Gunhild feels like she's taking the back seat. Like, I'd say Chloe's more of a main character than Gunhild at this point. I don't know if it's going to stay that way or not, but... What? Oh, phase 1. Oh! I see your phase 1 button. I didn't even notice that until now. I wonder... Miyao's profile updated? No? Huh. Okay then. Let's play in Ciconia, guys. I'll be back next time. That was chapter 4, I think? So we have 2 chapters left. For the time being. But you get what I mean. I've been over this. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!